Hello and welcome to another Crystal Maze review. Now today I'm going to be looking at something that was released in the 1990s, and because of that there's been various reviews of this item on YouTube already, but because I'm looking at everything Crystal Maze on my channel, we have to have a look at this as well. What is it? Well, it's this, the original Crystal Maze board game. Now this was released in 1991 by MB Games. Now they're the same people that did the Crystal Maze jigsaws. So first of all, let's have a look at the artwork. As you can see, it's very nice. It covers all four zones and the dome in the middle. And this was by an artist called David Skew. I think I pronounced that correctly. It's S-Q-U-E. So I do recommend that you Google his name and Crystal Maze artwork, and you'll see the original drawing of this. Now there were slight variations. Things like the moon up here has been slightly amended. This contestant's hair, some of the colour of the jumpsuits have changed, and also things like this Aztec tower here was not on the original. The flames were slightly different in medieval, and under this picture there's a drawing of a skull half hidden in the sand. It's a really nice drawing, do go and check that out. So let's have a look at the box itself. As you can see there, it's 20 inches across by 12.5 inches down, and it's roughly 2.5 inches deep. So I'll quickly just show you the edges there. Crystal Maze, the time travel adventure game, one of the games there. And then on the back we have a brief description and instructions on how to play it, plus the games that are contained within. So that's first, then we'll have a look at the actual game board. One piece that opens out. Again, you've got your four zones: medieval, industrial, futuristic and Aztec. And the aim of the game of this is to go around all four zones, just trying to get rid of the glare, go around all four zones and collect one crystal from each zone. Now there are two games in each of the zones, so you only have to play one. So if you find one of them a bit difficult, you can always play the other one. Then the first person that has got 4 crystals then has to make their way into the middle where the crystal dome is. So there you go. Now each player gets one of these. As I said, it's 1 to 4 players. You get some plain pieces like that, yellow, green, red or blue, and then you each get one of these crystal cards with the 4 zones on the other side. So once you've won a crystal in a particular zone, you place the crystal on that zone there. So for example, if you win one in industrial, you place it there so you know which ones you've got left to do. And as I said, once you've got 4, you go to the crystal dome, which sits in the middle of the board game. Now this triples as a die, as you can see there, some of the numbers. You place a ball inside, you shake it, and whichever number the ball lands on is the amount of moves that your counter has to go. It's also a sand timer, as you can see in the middle. I think you can just see that. Then also it triples as finally the crystal dome itself, where you put these gold and silver card tokens inside, just unscrews. Take that out, put the gold and silver in there, and then as you can see there's like a hole in the end. Then you have to shake them out, obviously trying to get the gold. So we'll have a quick look at some of the games. First up is the Aztec Tower. You place the crystal in there and there's like a hidden maze inside. You've got to shake it to work the crystal out of the bottom. We have another one here with a ball bearing that you have to wind the way to the top of the tower there into the middle. A catapult game for medieval, which you have rocks to catapult and hit the shield, which releases the crystal. Then we have another ball game. We have 2 balls inside, one at each end, and you've got to maneuver them into the middle section there. And then one of the trickiest games ever is this one. You have to pick up little bottles from one end, swing it across and drop it into like a little crate at the end. It's very, very fidgety is that one. There are a few other games. There's one called a tangram puzzle, which you have to make a shape with certain pieces. And if you look on the box, on the inside box, you roll the dice and the number denotes which one you have to make with the pieces. And then as you can see there, that's the solution on the other side. So there you go. Like I said, I'm not sure how much this was at the time because it was years ago. I was only 20. But the thing is as well, the plastic in it was red and yellow, but it did vary depending which set you bought, because sometimes this would be red and that would be yellow. So obviously I couldn't afford it at the time to buy 2 copies, because trying to get different versions, and obviously they were sealed as well, so it's really pot luck on which ones you got. But anyway, there you go. That's the Crystal Maze board game from 1991's MB Games. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.